ultimate bookish weekend. So excited. Hey bestie, welcome back to another video. We are doing the ultimate bookish weekend this weekend. I have so many lovely things planned, but let's dive straight into the flat reset because she definitely needs a good clean. Okay, so plans for this weekend are number one, to do the big flat clean because she definitely needs it. This is my favorite thing to do on the weekend as well because I love going into the next week knowing that I've got a clean flat. It just feels like a clean slate and it feels like I'm starting the week productive but also in a nice space, which I think is so important for me to feel my best throughout the week. Me and Alex always split the chores like 50-50, so he'll do the bathroom and the kitchen and then I'll do sort of like the dusting and the hoovering and sort the bedding out and like the washing and things like that. We kind of share, so it's a really nice mix. It doesn't feel like it's too much on one person, which is obviously really nice. And then my favorite bit that I'm looking forward to this weekend is actually doing a book club for the first time with my friends. We decided that we would pick a book and then meet up. My friend is hosting in her flat and we're going to do a cheese board and we're going to discuss Willing Prey, which was the book choice for this month. This is a book that I never thought I would read and I was a little bit concerned going into it because I didn't think I was going to like it. However, actually it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be and it was quite an easy, quick, fast-paced read. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the other girls think of it as well because obviously we all read kind of different books, so it's been quite nice to try new things, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they think of it as well. I'm also going to be teaching them Pilates this weekend, which is so fun. I am really loving teaching at the moment and it's really nice that I've got friends that are happy for me to practice on them and it's just really nice and it feels like such a supportive environment, which is definitely what I need going into my Pilates course. And then the other couple of bookish things that I really want to do this weekend is I'd really like to update my Kindle stickers because right now they're looking just not feeling spring. Do you know what I mean? Like I want my Kindle stickers to feel like spring, so they definitely need a little bit of an update. And then I would love to find some time to sit down and really get stuck into Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the Letters of Enchantment series that I'm reading right now. I'm really enjoying it, so I would really like to sit down and get some proper reading in. Oh, there is nothing better than sitting down with a cup of coffee. Bear in mind, this is a decaf coffee because I am on the early shift tomorrow. After doing a really big clean, it just feels so nice to sit down and relax. It's like a reward, you know? But now I think it's going to be a good time to go through my Kindle stickers and update them because as I said before, I want them to feel more spring rather than, I don't know what they are right now. Where is my Kindle? Right now, they kind of just feel a bit all over the place. Like I really enjoyed this design when I first did it in January, but it's now April and this isn't giving April, so we need to update the stickers. I've got a pouch full of my stickers in here. I'm going to get them all out, separate the ones that I like, and then we'll arrange them in a nice way. Good morning. I'm so excited for today because I'm actually heading out to book club with my friends, which I'm so excited for. This is the first time that we're doing a proper meetup discussing a book. I'm also planning to teach Pilates to them as well, so that would be really nice to get my practice teaching hours in. These kind of weekends are my absolute favourite and I'm just having the best time already. Take your hands wrapped around your rib cage, so fingers at the front of your rib cage, thumbs at the back, and then exhaling out through the mouth. I want you to always think about keeping those ribs lifted in. So rising them up towards the ceiling and then rolling forwards. Not so far. So I am back from book club and we need to have a bit of a debrief because that was so much fun. Like, I genuinely really enjoyed that. I've never been or gone to like a book club in person before. Obviously, I run my own book club on Fable, but I've never had a book club in person where we actually like meet up and discuss the book. And it was so nice to do that. I actually had the best time. Obviously, I've kind of mentioned it before in this video, but like the book wasn't a book that I would normally pick up myself. And it was quite nice to branch out a little bit and read something that isn't my usual genre. I think the general consensus throughout the girls about the book was that it was super fast paced and easy to read. However, I think there were maybe one too many spicy scenes in there. You know, I found myself kind of like skipping through pages, and one of the other girls said she was the same. So it was nice to know that I wasn't the only one that like didn't thoroughly enjoy the book, and it was kind of a bit like getting a bit like cringed out by this now. But I did overall enjoy the book, and it was an easy, quick one to read. And I think it was nice that we actually got together to discuss it as well. And I really enjoyed it. We had a cheese board and we had orange juice and chocolate cake for after, which was really nice. And then we literally just spent hours gossiping after that. So it was actually such a fun like little catch up, and I'm so glad that we did it. It is now Sunday evening and I want to get myself ready for work tomorrow because Mondays I do a really early start. So I like to get myself relaxed and winding down on a Sunday night so that Monday morning doesn't feel like hell when the alarm goes off, because it's just too much. So I'm going to jump in the shower, have an everything shower, and then after that I want to read more of Ruthless Vows because I haven't had loads of time today to sit and actually read my book, so it'll be nice to carve out that time. I am just getting into bed now. It is 8:50 and I do have to be up at 4:40 a.m. in the morning. So I decided to come to bed quite early tonight because obviously the clocks went back, or they went forward. They went one of the two, but it means that we lose an hour of sleep. And obviously for me, that is going to impact me massively tomorrow, considering it's essentially me getting up at 3:30 in the morning, which is not ideal. And I'm really not excited for that. So I'm going to jump into bed now and do my kind of like evening routine. So I thought we could do it together because we might as well. We're spending the weekend together, so we might as well get ready for bed together. This is like my step-by-step evening routine. So first things first is always using my magnesium sprays. This is incredible, by the way. Like, I used to really struggle with my sleep, and I think especially when I'm on kind of like early shifts and stuff like that, my sleep routine is actually rubbish because most nights I'm getting into bed at a different time and that impacts my sleep. So I literally just put 2 sprays on my arms. Maybe I'm actually supposed to only put 1 spray on each arm. Maybe I'm overdosing this actually, I'm not even sure. It doesn't say how many sprays, so that's good. At least I'm not overdosing. And I kind of like rub it in. It has a nice like sort of lavendery, like calming smell. So that's the first step. And then I like to go in with a lovely little lip sleeping mask. So currently I'm using this one from Laneige, and it's got this like little spoon, and I just sort of like scoop it out and put it on my lips. This has honestly been such a lifesaver in the winter, by the way. Like, I literally haven't had dry lips all winter, apart from the nights where I haven't put this on. So if you suffer from dry lips, 100% invest in a lip sleeping mask, because I genuinely feel like it's made such a difference. I like to do a little bit of cuticle oil. So the one that I currently use is this SE one. So I just dab a bit on each finger. Rub that in so I can have nice nails. And then I normally do a little bit of moisturizer on my feet because as a PT, I'm on my feet all of the time. So it's really important that I look after them. So I put this on. This is a Boots one. It's not my favorite. This is actually my favorite, the Soap and Glory one. This is my ride or die, but there's only like a little bit left in this one. So I've kind of been using this, but I think I probably need to use it up. I'm gonna use this one today. And then something that I really want to start doing again is journaling. I used to journal every single night. Like, I used to literally sit there and I'd write out kind of like my thoughts on the day, and then I do like my gratitude and my affirmations, and I really do feel like my best self when I am doing that. But at the moment I've been really struggling a little bit with like just feeling quite tired and not really having the energy to do things. So this hasn't been a priority for me. But something I would like to do is, if I don't do it every day, at least do it like on a Sunday so I can reflect on the week, because there's nothing I love more than going back and reading my old journal entries and seeing the difference between between what my life was like and like what I was worried about back then, and then seeing how it always works out in the end, or if it doesn't work out in the way I wanted, it worked out in a different way. And it's really nice to like go back and compare. So I really want to start doing that again. At least once a week, I think is going to have to be my compromise. This one is from Papia, and obviously I've got it personalized. It says Kelsey's journal. And I chose this design because basically eventually me and Alex really want to move out of London. This one has kind of like the taxis, and then we've got the double-decker bus, and I felt like it gave me London vibes. So I picked this one in case it's our last year in London. So that's why I picked this design. And then obviously it had to be pink. So I am going to get myself into bed and write in my journal, and then I'm going to do some reading. So it's a very calming nighttime routine. And I do think that having a really solid nighttime routine actually helps me to sleep so much better, because especially as somebody who does work shifts, I don't go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day. It helps a signal to my body that actually I'm going to bed now, and it helps me to wind down. Anyway, enough yapping. I'm going to get my journal out and start journaling now. Okay, now that I've done my journaling, I am going to get myself into the covers, all cozy, and start reading a bit more of Ruthless Vows. I might as well end the vlog here because it won't be that interesting here on out, but I would like to say thank you for spending the weekend with me, and I hope that you really enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!